Hello everyone, how are we? How are we? Hayward, welcome in. Appreciate the raid, my friend. I hope you're good. Happy Friday, everybody. What's going on in the world? Is life good in your area? Are you having a lovely day? Have you got a fantastic weekend lined up? Are you ready for season 10? That's what the question is really around here. Are we ready for season 10? Everyone knows that all Football Manager saves start 10 seasons in. They don't start at the beginning. No. That's where your namby-pamby creators live. 10 seasons in, that's where we go. Come on, let's have it. Season 10, National League. Strap yourselves in, folks. It's gonna be mediocre. Welcome. Wagwan, Crazy Brit, hope you're well. Rocket Dan's in. Airwood says, finally managed to do some wins. I have a nosebleed. Oh, honestly, it'll happen. Like, the thing is, you'll do a couple of wins tonight. Now, what I would suggest, Airwood, and this is, I say this with all the love in the world, do not turn your computer off. Because if you do, you're never going to see a win again, my friend. No, there's definitely, SI say there's no luck modifier, but I reckon there must be. Like, there's no way that this can just always happen every time you switch the computer off. Surely not. All your players just forget how to play football at that moment in time. So who knows what happens. But anyway, it's nice to have you in, my friend. That's the thing that is important. It's good to have you. Chris is currently doing online training for a new job, so take that as not having the best night. But but your new job though, Chris, that's the thing. The new job is a good thing, right? That's the good thing. So take that. Bedders Live, welcome in. Appreciate the chat there. Soccer where Brian is in. Even Soccer where Brian, hope you're well, my friend. Welcome in. Benny, appreciate the 10 months resub there. Very, very kind indeed. 14 months for Chris as well. Ooh, look at this. Pacey Quaker's in. Rougeau's here. Luffy's in. Who else we got? Skippy Paul doing the Mind Mile tomorrow. Or Motor Neuron Disease Mile, sorry. MND Mile tomorrow. Giving medals to finishers at Rob Borough Leeds Marathon on Sunday. Cool. Good work, my friend. So are you running it then? Or are you on medal duty? Because well done though, by the way, for that. That's awesome. Danny's in. Appreciate you, Danny. Hope you're good. Coffee over on YouTube says, how's it going? Season 10, it's flown over. It has, hasn't it? It's like we've barely even touched the we've barely touched the sides at this moment in time. So we're doing all right. 10 seasons in. It's this is where the fun happens, right? No, run the last 3. Too unfit to run this year. I mean, if you've done the last 3, I think you can probably afford to sit this one out. So that's probably for the best, I reckon, to be honest. Adam RJ, going to need Darlow positive energy tonight. Received a call yesterday to say I've missed out on the Commonwealth Games. Hang on, what? You've missed out on the Commonwealth Games selection by 30 centimetres in the seated shot put. Right. There's a lot to unpack here, Adam. I'm going to go with the first bit. Were you in the running for it? Because I didn't get a phone call to say that I wasn't in the Commonwealth Games. And, that's probably because I haven't applied. Well, partly because I haven't applied. The rest of it will be a lack of talent. So you're the first you are the first non-qualifier. Oh man, you don't want to be the first, do you? Do you know what I mean? Like, you really want other people to not qualify before yourself. But I'm sorry to hear that, though, pal. That is a shame. That if you were the first one, it is still amazing. Britt is right. It is still amazing to be up there and be considered. Because I am gonna take a wild stab in the dark and a bit of a punt here, right? I might be wrong, but I doubt we've got anyone else in the chat who is in with a shout of the Commonwealth Games. And members of the chat, feel free to prove me wrong here, but this is not a diss on any of you, right? You're all incredibly wonderful people, and I appreciate you very, very much. But the fact that we've even got one person who's in with contention, that surprised me. Really, it depends if they agree to the inclusion of bird watching. Okay, if they do that, Haywood, are you in with a shot, or are you? I mean, how good at bird watching are you? Yeah. Because I mean, I'm not that great at bird watching. I'll tell you that right now. Pacey Quaker, I missed out on the last Commonwealth Games playing paratable. Paratable tennis. That probably makes more sense. I was gutted. Lotonese for GB in England. What does Lotonese mean? I'm very common. I play games. It's just the wealth bit I struggle with. Kermit says he sees birds. Said they see birds every day. Well, do you know what I mean? There you go. See, well, maybe Kermit's up there. Yeah. Dan competed at national level in shot put and javelin. Oh, right, hang on, right. So are you all fucking athletes? Fuck off. You're all liars, the lot of you. No chance am I sat with future Olympians. You're all sat there Friday night going, yeah, I could have made the fucking Olympics, yeah, could have done. But now I sit and watch TJ on the telly doing his football manager rubbish. Yeah, I could have done it. I was one jump away from being the fucking high jump champion in 1992. Yeah, or what was the jump you couldn't do? I couldn't do the big jump. What did you do? I just did a small jump. But if I could have jumped as high as everyone else, then I could have done it. Yeah. Adam says, tough one to take, but to be in that position after only 4 years. Only 4 years! You've got another 4 years before I get good based on this save. Oh, if you're doing it in terms of this, then you've got fucking ages. I mean, there is no worry at all about this. Yeah. Don't mean to brag, but I finished 6th in my year 11 sports day 15 years ago, Haywood. I mean, 6th is not a brag, Haywood. I'm sorry, right? You know what I mean? You're not even on the medals at that point, yeah? Yeah, to when I'm in the SAS. Can't say anything about it. Very hush-hush. Brian's first, just off the couch for the first time since 11. And that's not the time either. That's the age. Yeah? I'll go find my medal. Yeah, you go bring those medals, Dan. Yeah, there's only 7 of us. Oliver says, I'm on season 6, started with Darlow, 4 seasons, 1 promotion, spent 1 season at Notts County, 1 League 2. Now I'm at Hull. I also watched your FM documentary. It was class. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I mean, I'll take that. I will absolutely take that. It's not my documentary, but I'll 100% take it. I'll take all the credit for that. I'll take all the credit and none of the blame. Thank you. Turns out 100 metres is quite far. Yeah, it is. It is really, especially when they expect you to run it. But fair play then. You know what? Fair play. I hadn't realised there was that many athletes in this stream. So I appreciate you all and your athletic prowess. Maybe what we should do then, maybe we should turn this into like an Olympics stream, and we should get the download the Olympics game, the Olympics game, and actually, no, that might upset a few people in it. It's kind of rubbing people's noses in it. Don't do that, TJ. But yeah, we could do that and be like, right, let's all work out how we can have another go and be like, right, ultimately, what is the best sport? That's what we need to try and work out for the Olympics. What's the best sport? Yeah, because some of the Olympics stuff is not. Some of the Olympic stuff isn't good, is it? Like power walking, is that a sport? Like, is that just going to the shops? Break dancing, is that a sport? Llama would be outraged. Do you reckon? He might be, actually. He might be. I mean, was there talk of putting chess in the Olympics recently? Breakdancing, no. Dan, very, very adamant about that. Very adamant. It's only because Dan doesn't compete in breakdancing anymore. It's more of a social thing for Dan than a competition level thing now. Dressage, prancing around on a horse, twatting about on a horse is what it is, Dan. Like, I'm gonna go. Do you know what? All of the horse things are a bit rubbish. Like, and I only say that because, let's face it, horses are just like big dogs, right? And dogs are a bit crap, so horses are really crap. And the people who have horses tend to be posh people, right? So, sorry, I can't argue with facts here. Yeah. Horse doesn't even get a medal. No. Not a single thing. Not a scrap. Yeah. How do you define what the best sport is? What's your criteria? Right, okay, that's a good question, Rougeau. That's a good question. How do we define the best sport? So, I think some criteria that need to be considered is the amount of athleticism that is required for a sport, okay? So, for example, I don't think Formula One's very good because that's just driving, right? Okay, well done. You've got to concentrate for ages, right? But it's just driving, innit, really? Like, you're not doing anything, yeah? You sat in a car, driving around a circle for fucking 4 hours, right? You know, best not crash. Like, that is literally just like driving, yeah? So, running is quite good, yeah? Like, and I think that sprinting is better than marathons, because everybody can do a marathon, right? Literally everybody, yeah? Like, if you're going to be really, really fast, right, that's good, yeah? Like, anybody can finish a marathon. Like, all you got to do is don't put a time limit on it. You can finish it, right? 85-year-old people dressed up as fucking Spider-Man can finish a marathon, right? So that's not difficult, right? It's mentally taxing, grant that, and it's physically demanding, granted, but it's not difficult. It's in everybody's wheelhouse, right? Weightlifting, on the other hand, is not in everyone's wheelhouse, yeah, because you have to really, 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 really work at that. Like, you can't just turn up and be like, I think I'm just going to do the biggest lift the world has ever seen. You've probably got to put some effort into it, like, to get to even like the level of being shit. You know, so weightlifting's got to be in there. Waiting for the CrossFit petition. Oh, do you know what? If you'd have asked me a couple of years ago, Dan, I would have said yes to CrossFit, but some of CrossFit is a bit stupid, right? Some of it is a bit silly. We don't have to do a lot of it. Like, things like handstand walks, I don't understand why anybody has to do that. I don't understand why we have to do handstand push-ups. Don't get that either, right? Also, I can't do them. So, but I don't understand why we learn it, right? It's stupid. But as an overall level of fitness, I will absolutely put CrossFit up on the top there. Yeah. 100% better than darts. Yeah. Are we talking about something that's exciting to watch? Because something like shooting is very skillful, but not fun. So again, Rougeau, it has to have a spectacle element as well. And this is where skateboarding comes in. So it's both technical, dangerous, good to watch. Maybe we take skateboarding out and we put something like, do you know what? I don't know. What do we put in instead? I'm not against chucking things around, you know, like shot put, discus, javelin. I think out of those three, like, I reckon it goes hammer throw, discus, shot put, javelin. Javelin's like, it's fucking, shot put, you gotta probably get a bit of grunt on it. Discus is pretty handy, and then the hammer throw, like, that's pretty beastly, right, to do that. Atlas stones are pretty interesting. Yes, I am a fan of Atlas stones. Llama, you've joined us. You've joined right now. We're rocking, right? Llama's in it. Llama, we need some parameters for the greatest sport, right? We have to try and work this out. I don't know why we have to, but I'm now apparently in charge of working out what the best sport is. And I feel like it needs to have some element of, well, a large amount of athletic prowess required. It has to be entertaining to watch, so a bit of a spectacle. Some sort of danger would be advantageous as well, and probably less animals. So anything with a horse can pretty much get in the bin. Downhill BMXs, 4 to 6 nutters on BMX bikes riding downhill covered in dirt jumps. Absolute mayhem. I'm in. I'm on board with that. Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. Football is the best sport. Athletic, artistic, skillful. Kids can replicate what elite footballers do in the playground. See, look at this. This is Llama's just coming straight away with the thing that's right in front of us. But then do we put American football in there? Because that's actually a better sport, isn't it? That's more of a spectacle. And that is more of a sport for everybody. Because you've got your, like, you know, your athletic players, you know, your wide receivers, your running backs, your you've got your high achievers, which is your quarterback, obviously, you know. And then you've just got, like, you know, the big lads who just rock up and they're just massive. Just like, yeah, getting past this guy. And it's just big lads versus big lads. Boom. Flesh on flesh. That's cool. And then you've got people who aren't actually athletic. Do you want to just come on and do the kicks? All right, I'll do the kicks. Cool, kick. Yeah. So it's the sport for everybody. Yeah. So how about that? Is that a vote for American football? And also as well, people who play it, their careers are like literally 5 years. And then after that, they're like, I think I'm a bit broken now. You know, so that shows just how physically demanding it is. And of course, there's a lot of issues with people's heads. But apart from that, in fact, you know what? Let's take football, but let's make it lower league football. That's the best sport. Oh, I have, just before we decide the best sport, I've been watching World Cup adverts as well this week. Today, in fact. So I've seen the Brahma adverts. Good, isn't it? The Brazil one, where they're all sort of like basically trying to replicate the advert in the airport. What a swipe as well with Roberto Baggio in there as well. So I watched a bit of that, and then I watched the Adidas one as well, which is pretty good. It's all right, the Adidas one. I think it's obviously like, it seems to be part of like a series, I think, but yeah, it was all right. It wasn't as good as the Nike 3-on-3 one back in the day. American football is boring. You have to fill it with 8 hours of adverts. Oh, you don't know. Like, it's so good. It's very technical. It's very, very technical. It's very good. When you're there and watching it, they don't have the adverts in the Stadium Chaser. There's just you just hang out and you like sort of, you know, listen to Jump Around by House of Pain for about 15 times, and then Zombie Nation. Someone comes out with a t-shirt cannon. That's pretty exciting. And then often at half time, you'll get someone like Status Quo or Craig David playing music. So for me, that's pretty decent. And you're encouraged to eat lots while you're there. I'd rather watch wheelchair rugby. Great spectacle. That is a good sport, actually, Rougeau. I'll give you that. Your friend plays for Scotland. Nice. A Griffin, base jumping. The one who opens their parachute last wins. Do you know what? I got base jumping and parkour mixed up just then. I was like, why have you got a parachute for parkour? And then I was like, oh, that's different, isn't it? That's everything other than the actual game. Okay, yeah, I understand that. But isn't that part of the excitement, though? So it's exciting. So you've got the technical aspect of having big dudes or dudettes to smash into people and, you know, start like doing loads of actual athletic stuff. You've got to be physically strong. You've got to be physically fit. You've got to be mentally switched on. Yeah. all that, and then next to it is the spectacle. They call it the greatest event in the world because it's the Super Bowl. I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there. Yeah. Oh no. 1-0 down. Zarcest says sometimes they even play football. Sometimes, most of the time actually. Like, do you know what? All of the time during the sport, the games take as long as they're meant to take, because what they do is they stop the play every time there's a break. Not like football where they just let it go on for a bit and go, oh yeah, well, there's only been 40 minutes played today, but never mind, that's enough. Like, this is like, no, we're stopping the clock and we're making you play the whole thing. They call baseball World Series. There's only teams in America that take part. Oh, baseball can get in the bin. That's just rounders, isn't it? It's rugby union without the spontaneity. Oh, rugby union's full of posh pricks though, and also it's not very good, is it? Best player's Japanese, yeah. I don't believe anyone who says that rugby is a good sport either. Because some people call it ruggers. Oh, should we go and play a bit of rugger? No. I mean, Aussie rules is better than rugby union. Oh, do you know what? Fucking motocross is better than rugby union. Formula 1 is almost better than rugby union. Yeah. Almost better than rugby union. But the problem is sometimes I can turn on to rugby and go, oh yeah, okay, that 10 minutes of play looks interesting. I very rarely turn on to Formula 1 and go, that 10 minutes of driving looks really fun. Rugby is fun to play. Cricket isn't. Oh no, cricket's good. Cricket's nice. Do you know what? Cricket would have been in there as part of my consideration. However, I don't really think you should be able to wear trousers while playing a sport. Do you know what I mean? I think for me, cricket's done itself over there with its dress code going, what should we wear while we play this? Jumper and trousers, I reckon. Yeah. Cricket is mint, but you got to be able to understand it. It's not difficult, David. Someone throws a ball at you, fuck it with the bat out the way. Yeah. I don't understand what else. I don't understand which bits you're not getting here. Just ball comes to you, right? Twat it. If someone catches it, you're out. If it hits the sticks behind you, you're out. Basically, don't do that. Overs and stuff. You don't need to worry about that sort of thing. That's just they'll take six turns at throwing the thing at you, and then someone else has a go at it. Yeah, rugby union shite. Rugby league good. Rugby league's just chav rugby, innit? Did they do cricket because rich white people couldn't beat anyone in baseball? I mean, I think you'd find that the most of the people that are good at cricket tend to be from everywhere other than the way the majority of Caucasian lands. That's the way I can pronounce that. They're all from different areas, I think. I mean, it's massive in India, right? Extra skills. Yeah. I mean, what they did was what the white people did is they took anyone who was good at it from foreign climes and went, I think you should probably be English now. Much like they've done with everything. Right, let's embrace ball's not really flying in the first game of the season, is it? I'd say snooker is good, but I'm currently playing that while having a few pints, so it's not really a sport. Again, I'm on that, innit? Yeah. I do think if you can do it pissed, is it really a sport? How's that Scottish national TJ? Plenty of Scots there. It's not very good either, Llama, to be honest. We've recruited really badly. What we've stupidly done is we've taken all the crap players from everywhere. No one even wants to come. I think at one point Lyndon Dykes is Australian, I think. Yeah. It's not good. It's not doing great. To be fair, I think our cricket team will probably beat our football team. Every nation was battling for Shea Adams' signature. There was us and Haiti. I still don't understand how he plays for Torino. That makes no sense to me. I think it's a bit of a surprise even to him. Darts is good. Darts is a pub sport. It's not a real sport, is it? It's a darts is just a pub snack, really. Serie A is similar to the Championship. Oh, and yeah. Isn't it so depressing? So depressing to see Serie A struggle. Oh, yeah. It's a shame, innit? When you got players like, is it Keenan Davies, or like Keenan Davies being like one of the top goal scorers, you're like, oh, like he looked okay at Middlesbrough, and it's like the Jamie Vardy at like age 47 is like the top goal scorer or something. Oh, loved it last week when it was all 0-0s. I was like, get in, Italian football's back. Darts is one of those sports that's made to look easy because the pros make it look that way. Critchlow. Right, what about skiing? What do we think about skiing? Skiing feels like a posh person thing. I don't think there's many council estate skiers, is there? Again, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't do background checks on everybody. Skiing is a pastime, not a sport. Yeah. Say that. Definitely for posh people, and rowing as well. Yeah, rowing's a posh person thing, isn't it? So's tennis. Not since they knocked down the Kirby ski slope. We had one at Silksworth. Dry ski slope, man. Halifax has got one as well. Any sport where you need to dress up head to toe in spandex is ultimately devalued. Wrestling? Christopher? Wrestling? Yeah. That's fine. We're happy enough with a draw. It's not a sport, it's entertainment. What about proper wrestling? Not sports entertainment wrestling. Andy, in 7 days, I'll be on a really cool date in my FM24 save. Oh, should we now try and work out what day it's going to be? Is it 2083? Bondage is not a sport anymore. Again, more of a pastime in some people's eyes, Llama. 21-3, 21-21, don't mind the 3. Oh, floor dancing can get gone. Going to all this first year time, going to see the show live. Oh, for the wrestling show. Yeah. Don't worry, we'll be doing this at the live podcast as well. Right, TJ, should we mention Football Manager? Nope, not tonight. Not tonight. But actually, I had a cracking we had a cracking comment in the on this week's podcast. Sorry. So someone's put a comment on the YouTube thing going, oh, if you're waiting for the Football Manager chat, it's 20 minutes in. And someone's responding back going, no one is here for Football Manager chat. I was like, well played. Well played. I'm playing Football Manager. I can't confirm, Britt. Can't confirm. Pretty sure I've seen a ladder match on Kurt Angle's medals. Are you telling me that wasn't sanctioned by the IOC? It was. Yeah. 33. Appreciate the 44 months, my friend. Very kind indeed. My chat went mad when I said this, TJ. What do you think? There are no sports in the Winter Olympics, just hobbies, pastimes, and modes of transport. Ooh, okay. Because I think that, I mean, ice hockey's pretty good, right? Ice hockey is decent. That's a good sport actually as well. That's people that is physically demanding, right? There's a bit of fighting involved. It's very, very technical because you got to see the little puck thing. And not just do you have to be good at hockey, you've got to be good at ice skating as well. So and do you know what? That makes it super difficult. But everything else is shite though. I mean the luge is an absolute mad heads time out, in it. You were at the Whitley Warriors game a few weeks back. Nice. I used to film for the who was it? Was it Newcastle? Not Newcastle. They were Newcastle Lightning, were they back in the day? Yeah, I used to do some of their filming for them. What about curling? Oh, curling's just tidying up. It's just tidying up on ice. Like someone drops something, and then it's just there's other people going, oh, hang on, let me sweep that up for you just in case, right? There's some really skillful events at the Winter Olympics. They're just not sports. A bit like pottery, very talented, but it's not a sport. Do you know what though? I think we'd all tune in for Olympic pottery, right? We would tune in for that. The bobsleigh, I quite like the bobsleigh, but again, I'm thinking there's not a lot of sporting prowess required in the bobsleigh. I watched a documentary about the Jamaican bobsleighers, right? And what they did to get good at bobsleighing was they hired a Hollywood actor, John Candy, to be their coach, and he didn't even mention he wasn't a bobsledder, right? But they didn't question it. They just went, oh yeah, he probably knows what he's on about. So bobsleigh must be fairly straightforward, right? If it wasn't for cool runners, no one would care about bobsleigh. Certainly less people would care about bobsleigh. You're right. I think, as I say, the tight squeeze in that sled with JC, 100%. And he insisted on being at the front as well. So he's weighing it down. There's one of the CrossFitters as well. Tia Claire Toomey, who's the greatest female CrossFitter of all time. She has won the most CrossFit games ever. She's also been to the Olympics as a weightlifter and went to the Winter Olympics as a bobsledder. I mean, that's a badass right there, right? And you need a lucky egg. Yeah. What else is in the Winter Olympics that we're skeet shooting? All right, like Nordic rambling, isn't it? Like just walking about with your skis in the snow, and then shooting something, and then like shuffling about a bit more. That's just a day out, isn't it? Llama's right. That's not a sport. That's a day out. Freestyle skiing, nonsense. What makes it freestyle? Because surely they're not like skiing on their hands, are they? That's called biathlon. Is that what it's called? Is it? I mean, it's still not a real thing, is it? Let's be honest. So it's a bit like the triathlon. It is, but there's only two athlons. Ski jumping, nonsense. Ski jumping reminds me of Ski Sunday, so that brings me back to my childhood. So that's instantly been blanked from my memory. So we'll just get rid of that. That's not a thing. Also as well, that with the ski jumping, British people celebrated someone who wasn't very good at it getting to the Olympics. Went, oh, look at this guy, he's shit. And it was like, right, okay, and they're like, yeah, he's crap, isn't he? And it's like, he is, yes. Like, but what? So why are you cheering someone who's that bad? Oh yeah, but he's an eagle. It's not Eddie the pigeon. What they should do, right, is do hurdles on ice. Here's the thing, right? So you can work out how good a sport is by can you do it on ice. So ice hockey's good because hockey's a good sport and you can play it on ice. That's decent. Ice basketball, I could watch that. I could watch ice basketball. Ice cricket, I could watch that. Ice rugby. Do you know what? Yeah, I'd probably tune into that. But ice NFL, ice American football, first of all. Yeah. Ice dodgeball, pure. See, dodgeball's not a sport either, is it? Dodgeball's just what you have to. Dodgeball's just PE at school. Ice dressage. Okay, now we're onto it. Right. Okay, bring the horses back in now on ice. Tony, why is there no spring and autumn Olympics? This is the thing. Like sport, as you know, Zast, sports can only be played in the summer or the winter. Any of the sport that's played outside of those two seasons is actually declared illegal. And if any of the IOC turned up and inspected, they'd be forced to shut them down. So yeah, that's why the Premier League has to keep quiet, really. And because otherwise, like, if the IOC found out that football was played outside of winter and summer, then they'd oh god, yeah, it would cause chaos, absolute carnage. Ice snooker. Now, Saliva, I don't think that putting a snooker table on top of ice would really make the sport that much different. To be honest, I'm struggling to see how that would be more difficult. Ice synchronized swimming. If you die, you lose. Or if you lose, you die. Yeah. Ice darts could be fun. Yeah. But then that would just be the same as ice snooker, though. That's just like stood and throwing a dartboard. The ice isn't going to really make too much of a difference there, is it? Ice volleyball, that would be very slippy. Very slippy indeed. What about holiday on ice as a winter sport? What, do you just going on holiday? Could try it. Ice boxing. Ice MMA. Yeah, imagine going for a takedown and slipping and then being punched on the top of the head. Ice cage fighting. Ice surfing. Now I'm starting to think of like the Silver Surfer out of is it Marvel? Spider-Man or something? There's something playing on here. I could hear something playing. I was like, what the hell's going on here? I had a whatnot stream apparently on my phone. What about competitive birthing? Each nation enters their best midwife. The child has to be delivered on ice. We call it ice baby. Right. Do you know what? That gets pinned. That is definitely a good idea. I'm for that. Or you could catch it in a bucket and it could be the ice bucket challenge as well. Raise some money for charity. Yeah. Yeah. Maximus in on the follow. There we go. Combine it with curling. Yeah. And then mop up the placenta and the mess. See, now we're talking. Now we've got a sport. Now we've got a sport. So not only do you have to have your best midwife, you also have to have your best birthing woman as well. So, because, you know, what you're going to do is you're going to then find that there'll be like sort of some nations will be like genetically modifying their women to birth better at Olympic level. Imagine an Olympic level birther. Yeah. It can go on after the world's strongest man over Christmas. I mean, it's the true meaning of Christmas, isn't it? Men can be midwives too. They can, Rougeau. I was thinking more about the birthing bit, like the giving the birth bit. I'm all for equal opportunities, right? But at the minute, and I'm trying to be as sensitive as I can be, I'm yet to see a man give birth. Right? I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but you know, I don't want to get cancelled for that. Right? You know, come on, TJ. We thought you were quite woke and open-minded, sitting there going, but bloody men can't even give birth. Fuck's sake, TJ. Didn't realise you were one of those. Yeah. Shouldn't they be called mid-husbands? No. They have to be called midwives because that's the job. In the same way you have doctors and nurses and other... I'm not getting myself into this. I'm reversing out here. Denise Van Eyshouten. Nice. I'm in for that. What else could we have? Well, because I'm in for this one. I think Llama's onto something here. And as we said, yes, welcome in new people, by the way. If you are new, please feel free to drop a follow. We're here every week. So Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. God, Cole Sims. We've got some Football Manager going on as well. It doesn't count. 3-day eventing on ice. Or like a proper test match on ice as well. Men are allowed to give birth. I mean, they are, but how? How? If you could, like, I mean, look, just because Arnold Schwarzenegger did it in the films, it doesn't mean it's real, right? Because I'm going to be honest with you, and this might blow some people's minds, but I'm going to go as far as saying all films aren't real. Yeah, films aren't real. Sorry, let me read. Films don't exist. Well, I mean, does anything exist really? You know, if we get into that stratosphere, you know. I mean, you know, imagine, you know, thinking this doesn't exist. What's my degree? My degree is film and TV production. production. So therefore, you're creating. Doesn't mean that it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't mean it's. Yeah. I mean, well, okay. Do you know, if I'm going to be super picky, my degree is media and cultural studies. My master's degree is media production. So we will. Yeah, I'm not. It's not helping, is it? It's not helping. Evening, Viva. How are you, pal? Welcome in. Now we've reached the existential part of the stream. Yeah. Oh, and did you see the UFO videos have been released as well? Get in. Yeah. And I'm going to be honest with you. I've not really seen... I've had a bit of nosy about and I can't see too much UFOs on there. I can see a couple of dots, so that's about it. Right, so we've done the Ice Olympics. The Ice Olympics. No, Tony, that's called the Winter Olympics. We've made all sports better by doing it on ice. Ice boxing. It's a way to make boxing better, isn't it? Ice MMA could definitely work. Do you know what? Ice Formula One. Right, maybe that makes Formula One interesting. Get them all to drive around on an ice track. Yeah. Maybe at that point I might think it's interesting. Probably not. I think it'll be a bit rubbish, actually. We can try it. TJ, did you have any niche interests that are a bit left field? A rabbit hole you could go down? For me, it's UK big cat sightings. Obsessed with it. Are you a big cat expert? A big cat watcher? That could be good. I mean, obviously, aliens ain't really that niche, is it? To be honest, aliens and UFOs is not particularly niche. An enthusiast. World War II for Chris. Nice. Do you know what? I go. This box love just been lurking. Just wanted to say ice sumo. Ice sumo could work, couldn't it? Big cats on ice. That sounds like something that would be served in a MasterChef, I reckon. So do you know what? I think this is maybe a good thing to talk about, actually, because I used to have some proper good interests, and I don't really think I've fallen through a lot. So I used to be massively into, as everybody did, sticker collecting and football programs. So it was my football love was things like that. I think my sort of like other obsession, I get really into how to describe this? I get into like just learning for learning's sake, believe it or not. So stuff about the human mind and the human psyche I'm really interested in. And at the minute, I'm interested in things like sort of leadership strategies and sort of like mindset and growth and things like that. Like, I'm into that sort of stuff. Fitnessy things I get really into. Food, I suppose, is probably one of my other things. I can just go into that a lot. But then otherwise, it's just general conspiracy theories. Like, if I can sit and I can have a bit of a conspiracy theory thing, I'll open it up. The Denise Van Outen thing, for example, I could probably get into a rabbit hole and go down some stuff like that. Maybe I need a bit more. I used to be into what do you call it? Airfix models. And I had a Jet from Gladiators. Yeah. She does live closer as well. Me and Matt Richards, we spoke about Airfix models a little while ago, and we both talked ourselves out of getting back into it. So I was gonna start investing in like Humbrol paint and being like, oh, let's build Messerschmitts. Because that's the thing, right? I'm not big on war. Not really big on war. Not really my thing. But yeah, I wasn't too bad about building airplanes and shit. That was quite cool. And then I quite like the little Warhammer figures. What is it good for? Well, we don't know, do we? Absolutely nothing, they say. But I would argue, because I've seen loads of films about war, and then I've also read that people make loads of money out of war. So Blair, appreciate the follow. Very, very kind indeed. Current obsession is Lego. I'm not allowed as much Lego. The kids have got Lego. So they've got the Lego. And the Pokemon obsessions died off a little bit. I'll be honest. The Pokemon obsessions died a little bit. But there is a pre-release next week, so that might poke that dopamine hit. I have seen that there's more football cards coming out and stickers coming out. Football shirts is always there. So it's not really niche obsessions. I think it's quite sort of mainstream obsessions, really. I'm a bit more mainstream than I'd like to give myself credit for. Yeah, I'm not huge on art. I didn't really get into learning a lot about art, which I sort of regret a little bit. I don't read as much as I would like. I'd like to do that, but finding the time to devote to something like that, I'd like to do some more of it. I I'd like to learn another language actually as well. That would be quite good. Learning a language would be good. But again, this very much sounds like another project I'm going to start and not follow through. So, and we know that's already been picked up, that arts is a posh sport. It is a posh sport, isn't it? But some of it's just colouring in, right? So that's all right. But when it gets to, do you know when it gets to all like the sort of like expressionist art, that's when I go, I think this is just a bit shit. Like, that's when it's like, you know, when you listen to jazz and you're like, I don't know if these are actually good musicians or whether they're just doing it wrong. And there's some like proper muso just like in the back, just like, oh, it's so like inspiring. And it's like, it sounds like, you know, this is like the time I was in Bulgaria on a yacht and like, you know, in this little hut, and I was like, you know, smoking galwas, and I had a piece of fish that, you know, I just cooked with a lighter. Like, yeah, like that. And I'm like, I think the guitar's out of tune. Like the drummer's playing a different thing. Like, how's that music? You know? But then again, some of it I'm just like, yeah, do you know what? Give me a bit of jazz, like funk this up, yeah. But some of it's just shite. I don't know. Right, let's have a wormhole. Let's have a rabbit hole. What are we gonna go down? Where should we go? I once went to the Baltic years ago, and the main exhibition was a video of two turtles shagging on a loop. I mean, that sounds class. Bomb his head in, mate. Keep your wormhole to yourself. Look, we can all have a go on it. My wormhole. It's not a wormhole. It would be if everyone else has a go. Shut up, TJ. Why are you saying these things out loud? These are nice people. We're gonna go UFOs, are we? Right. Let's go UFOs. Right. Which bit of UFOs do we want to go into? I cannot be silenced, Dan. I've tried. Zasta on YouTube has been retracting many of their own statements, so they can self-censor. Apparently I can't. Right, what UFOs are we gonna start looking at then? What do you want to know? Did you ever watch? Yeah, you've all watched Ancient Aliens. Of course you have. You've all watched Ancient Aliens. Some of the files are stupid that have been released. From what I've seen on X, the images aren't very good. That's true. And again, you know, it's difficult, isn't it? Right? Because if they were going to leak some images, you'd at least leak something that was pretty good. But they're just going, it's a dot. And I know that's why they're doing it. They only want to do a bit of dot, just because then, you know, they don't have to be like, oh yeah, here's an alien. Like, we'd all probably be a bit surprised if they went, oh, look at this. There you go. Here's an alien having tea. And be like, ooh, that's quite worrying. It's 100% look over there. It's 100% look over there. Which is fine. I'm all for a bit of look over there. You know? I get it. Right? Like, I get it, but have you ever seen a post on social media and thought, I'm not sure I've ever cared about anything less? Last week I saw a post asking people to vote for their favourite flat racing trainer of all time. That was my I couldn't care less moment. I've not seen that, Llama. I've not seen that. My algorithm mustn't be there. What won, out of curiosity? Did you happen to find out, or? I'm curious now. No idea, couldn't care less. I mean, it's the thing though, like my ADHD's now kicked in and going, I wonder what my favourite flat racing trainer actually is. Mm. I tell you what my obsession is. Trainers. I do get a little bit obsessive about trainers. A15, have I missed much apart from hopefully the rant about Sunderland Council being run by Reform? Do you know what, A15? I've not ranted about it. I've just, I don't know what to say, right? I don't know what to say. Like, I just think that I'm not surprised. I'm disappointed. The Bashir with the goal deflected in. Yeah, the regeneration that's going on in Sunderland right now is really, really pleasing to see. But yeah, they've voted for what they've voted for, and it's yeah. I guess we're gonna have to learn the hard way. Yeah, that's all I can say about that, really. I've tried saying things. I've tried discussing it with these people to be like, what is it you're voting for? And they can't tell you anything because they don't know. And at that point, you're like, okay, you don't know. There's nothing I can do at that point. Yeah. Because if they don't know, they don't know. Yeah. And if it's a protest thing, then in a sense, I understand a protest, but there's other ways to do it. There are people that are disenfranchised by the political system in the country because politicians don't speak for them. I get it. I don't think there's a politician and a political party that at the moment speaks for everybody. Someone asked me today who my party is right now, and I think I've been Labour. I've voted Lib Dems once as well until they got into bed with the Tories and went back on the promise about the tuition fees. I've voted Green the last couple of times. But yeah, do they say everything I need to say? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think anyone says everything that you want them to do and say and can do, but you know, I will say I've said from day one that Starmer's a wet wipe and a Tory in a red tie, but he's certainly not as bad as 14 years of Tory nonsense. You know, Boris Johnson, Liz Truss, Rishi Sunak, you know, so much better than all that rubbish. But the media have painted the pictures they needed to paint. Same with Corbyn. The media painted what they wanted to paint. And people lapped it up. You know, and at that point, you're not going to hide into nothing at the end of the day. So, yeah. David never voted on 44. Don't see the point in starting now. They all lie. Well, David, I will say, and I will say this with all love and respect, I hope you don't complain. I hope you don't complain. If you haven't voted, then you don't have the right to complain. You just have to get on with whatever's served at you. Yeah. 33, this is the problem. Left-wing minded people don't have 100% faith in a single party. No, agreed. Yeah. And we're open to flux as well. That's the thing as well. And it's just, yeah. You know, Starmer is also completely incompetent and I've voted Labour all my life. Agreed. Agreed, Josepho. Yeah, he is. He's shit. He's absolutely shit. You know, I will say I'm glad he's not dragged us into the Middle East conflict. I'm glad about that. I'm glad he's told America to go fuck itself for a little bit. But yeah, he's rubbish. He's completely rubbish. But this is the thing, like, and this is what a point that was made to someone on online today. They were like, "Oh, you green fella's not the man." I'm like, "Yeah, he's not, but it shouldn't be. You're not voting for the man. You're voting for the party." Say Starmer does resign as forced out. You got any leadership preferences? He shouldn't be forced out. We've had to put up with bigger knackers than him. And if he is forced out, fuck it, give it to Angela Rayner. Send her in with a can of lager and a couple of tabs in her pocket. Do you know what I mean? Who cares? Find someone who can speak to the disenfranchised. That's what they need. Keir Starmer, right? Okay. He can't, like, he is basically, right? He's the apprentice. You know when the apprentice candidates turn up at a market stall, like at 4 a.m, and they're trying to talk to like people who run market stalls, and they're all suited and booted, and they're trying to talk business speak. Like, that's like he's not one of the people. He's not. He's Sir Keir Starmer. He's not. Do you know what I mean? You vote for your representative. I don't really understand that. No. For me, I'm voting for the party. You know, whoever's in charge is in charge. And having said that, I can say that because I have stopped following football teams for who's been in charge. You know, Starmer's a decent fellow. Job's too big for him. 14 years worth of Tory nonsense. Yeah, that also is the problem. Do you know what I mean? You're having to undo all that crap. It needs another 14 years of letting Labour have a go to get back to the status quo and then go, right, now what? Labour's problems when they have an ultra-left leader, you get Corbyn. Corbyn wasn't bad. All Corbyn did was just made people go, yeah, do you know what? We should get something better. And then everyone just went, oh, we don't need people thinking. We don't need people thinking. Quick. Someone say something about them. You know? But again, to everyone's point, 99.9% of politicians are liars. 99% of footballers are cheats. You know? Like, it's just it's personality over politics. That's how we live our lives these days. So yeah, we've just got to get on with it, innit? You know what I mean? Right, here's the thing, right? So Corbyn knew he couldn't debate Brexit because he knew that if he did, he'd lose some of the Labour voters, which is why you had UKIP. Sorry, also now called Reform, were pressing for it, and that's the problem. You know, it's Labour were losing the vote for Brexit, and they couldn't take the stand on it, and that's why it was literally that was the bit that brought the country up. You know, it was the biggest two fingers up to Labour, from my perspective anyway. You know, because what you had was your northern towns and working class cities and stuff that would vote Labour historically. If Labour then turned and said, well, we don't support Brexit, then all of those towns would go, well, we're going to vote for someone else. It was a self-preservation thing. It was literally, he was fucked. Literally fucked. And then obviously the pandemic happened, and that bought the Tories another 5 years in power, you know, and they could do whatever the fuck they wanted. And yeah, by that point, it was all just swept up. And now here we are. Yeah. Ed Miliband was good. Yeah, I like Miliband. But this is the thing, like, literally the media just get rid of people who are useful. Because they're a threat at that point, aren't they? You know, you don't want people. You don't want the people thinking for themselves. It's not what they want. You know. Yeah. Oh yeah. Ed Miliband. Oh, look at the way he eats a sandwich. Like, as if that's a thing. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he eats a sandwich weird. Don't vote for him. But yeah, I don't know. I've done quite well because that's literally all I've said about the thing tonight. And I don't know if I'm going to be doing anything more. Oh, hang on. All right, we've crashed. Give me 2 seconds while I load it up again. There we go. Time I had a crash earlier. I think this is maybe only the second crash I've had, Llama. I certainly haven't had many. Apt song for the UK for today. I know. Am I using NVIDIA drivers? I am. Yeah. Is that what the issue is? Is it? Imagine the press if Starmer got a personal donation of 5 million from a billionaire who lives in another country. Oh yeah. Imagine if Keir Starmer hid in a fridge. Do you know what I mean? Update end of April. Oh right, okay. I've not ran the drivers update. Damn it. Oh well. I'll update it accordingly. Yeah, I'll run it tonight once we finish the stream. He did in the fridge, didn't he? just fucking hiding in a fridge, man. Like, and people were just like, that's the guy, keep him in charge. let's do more of that. You had people who voted for him because they thought it was funny. Yeah, this is the thing. You're just like, here we go. We're back. Right. A friend of mine, I'm sure I've mentioned this on stream before. A friend of mine we've got to replay the Morecambe game. We lost it, so if we lose it again, that's fine. Some people are thick, Dan, that's the problem. A friend of mine had said, comedian friend of mine, I should say, everyone in the country should be given a vote. Okay? Everyone should be given a vote. However, your vote can be used on anything, right? So your vote can be for a general election, okay? Or it can be used for who wins I'm a Celebrity, or it can be used for Love Island or Goal of the Month, right? Like, you only get one vote. So if you use your vote for I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here, then unfortunately you get no vote in the general election. And I was like, do you know what? That's a good idea, that's pretty good. Because if people are going to waste their time voting for TV shows, then like, I think that should come with a sacrifice. You should have to like be a trade-off. It was on Dead Men. Yeah, I think was it Sean Walsh, I think, who said it. I think it might have been Sean Walsh who'd said it. And I was like, do you know what? I mean, I know Sean has had problems on, TV shows that have required voting, but it's not a bad idea, though, is it? You voted for Dancing on Ice, and you're just like, oh shit, there's a general election now. Can't believe I wasted it for that. Oh, damn it. I thought Timmy Mallet was going to win. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, well, never mind. Fine, we might not get the political party I want in, but at least Andy Peters got into week 4 of Love Island. Imagine that conversation. I'd vote Reform, but I put a vote in for a screamer against Burnley. Yeah. And it didn't even win. Yeah. The best bit was if you were trying to vote for Reform, but you voted for Morgan Gibbs White. You'd be like, oh, that's what they would have wanted as well. God, Cole Sims. I know this also would shoot me in the foot personally, but I do feel as though that any local council that now has a Reform council, their football team should be made to get rid of all their foreign players as well, and just be like, oh, didn't vote for that. I only like the foreigners that play football for us. Don't like the foreigners that come over you know, and help the economy and our industry and our culture. Maybe we should make people take a competency test before voting. Well, the problem is, though, like, they have to answer questions about whether they understand how voting works. I mean, they understand how it works. That's the problem. They understand how it works. They don't understand what they're voting for. And, you know, that's partly by design, because you're not meant to, obviously. You don't want people knowing what you're voting for, right? That's what they're preying on. They're preying on the fact that they don't know. You know, you after football, hopefully Shields will win. See you later. No worries, David. Take it easy, my friend. We'll see you soon. Hope the football's good tomorrow. I think is it a cup final tomorrow for Shields? I think it might be. Yeah, no, you don't want these people knowing what they're voting for, because then if they do know, then they probably won't vote for it. Yeah. Playoffs, come on. Let's have it. Now people seem to say on Twitter begging for a general election because of a set of local election results. Well, this is what I sent to Mr. J as well. She was like, oh, it's bad. I was like, it is bad, but at least it's not a general election. And she was like, yeah, but I think you're just being a little bit too optimistic. I was like, I have to be. And I was wrong the last time when there was a big vote and a big referendum. I was wrong with that. You know, but I've got to hope. I've got to have faith. Because if I haven't, then I'm going to upset a lot more people online. There were people turning up with polling cards asking where Farage's name was on the voting card. Yeah. It's not a surprise, but then this is the thing, isn't it? It's like, you know, they think they're voting for the personality. Have you seen the video of the of one guy who goes, oh yeah, UKIP's back. Sorry, no, Reformer back. Pretty bad looking Wales was last I looked. Well, no, I think Wales managed to vote to keep them away. So the Welsh aren't stupid. The Scots haven't voted them in either. There's no family voting allegations in these Reform elections. Yeah. Yeah, the allegations only come from the ones that really, really, really want in. Trump kicked off all the time, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, the election's rigged. What? Is it? You sure? No one else seems to be complaining about it. Labour have lost the Senate for the first time in 100 years. Yeah. Do you know what? In a sense, it's another big kick up the arse for Labour to sort themselves out and go, you're going to have to do something about this. Like, you've got to do something. See what happens. Will something happen? I'm less than convinced, but let's see. Yeah. Labour have been very complacent in a lot of places. As I say, this is the thing, you know. They're reliant on the northern working class vote, and it's not there anymore now. Scott's still going mostly SNP. Labour still on 17. They got 22 last time. Well, hopefully SNP and Plaid Cymru can hang on, and anyone who can move to Scotland or Wales, I think now is the time to do it. James O'Brien explained Trump in the most perfect way yesterday. He lives his life like it's kayfabe in WWE. Like, I know it's been said before, but you can't have the president of the United States and essentially the world. That can't be someone who's been hit with a stone cold stunner. I'm sorry, it just can't be. You can't be in charge. If at any point you've been hit with a stunner, it doesn't work. Do you know what I mean? And like, Boris Johnson couldn't have been in charge just because he was on like a news quiz once. Just, oh, he's on news quiz and his hair's a bit messy. Like, you don't get to be in charge. Like, if you know what, call me old fashioned, right? But if you can't comb your hair, you shouldn't be given all the power, right? Do you know what I mean? The Northern working class vote was going away from Labour since Blair. Yeah, 100% it was. 100% it was. That's why the Brexit thing was all geared up for that, because it was the final way to get them all away from a Labour vote. Yeah, if you're wearing adult nappies, you shouldn't be in charge. The Red War is the biggest myth going. It was always fragile. Of course it was. Yeah, I agree. Do you know what's interesting? We've gone from putting sports on ice to now trying to discuss this at a level of intellect and not arguing. I'm quite proud of myself. I'm quite proud of everyone. But I do feel uneasy about it. I feel like we should probably go back to just talking about stupid stuff. Yeah. Also, because of the crash, we've now beaten Morecambe and we lost before, so we've technically saved scummed. Sorry about that. What would Denise do if she was Prime Minister? Well, she certainly wouldn't be playing Gangster's Paradise very loudly, would she? She'd keep that hidden. She'd be hoping that skeleton doesn't get out. How far are we throwing cats these days? What technique are we using, Dan? Are we using by the tail? I reckon if you swung, you'd get more. But I mean, a shot put, a cat's going to scratch the back of your head for a bit, innit? Like, they're not going to want that. Javelin it or bowling it overarm, that's going to shorten the distance, I think. So yeah, I reckon they've got to get the tail, get a proper, and then so pretty much like the hammer throw, I think. Denise Van Houten uses a 4-4-2 out of possession. I don't even know what that means. No idea. Isn't she married to a crypto bro? Is she? Again, I wouldn't know about that. We're not allowed to ask questions anymore. I think we're being advised to stay away for our own safety. One thing I can tell you though, is we played Sunday League Gaffer on the podcast Patreon this week, and it's very good. It's very good. If you're not part of the Patreon, you won't have had access to it yet. But if you are Patreon, then you'll have had access to the game, the first beta version. And if you have played it, then I hope you've enjoyed it. We're trying to make it as best we can, so we are tweaking it constantly. But yeah, we played the first half of the season last night on the record, so it's on Patreon next week. And yeah, you'll get to see that. Is Cat throwing the TJ Law now, much like SYC throwing dogs in rivers for Pog to save? Did Pog save a dog? That's very Luke 09. Luke 09 saved a dog from the river before. Just another reason why he's a legend. I mean, not for me personally, because I couldn't really care less about dogs, but lots of people seem to be very happy about it. And I thought it was just a very noble thing for him to do, to get involved. But other people were like, "Oh, dogs are class, aren't they?" And I'm like, "Oh, they're not, though, are they?" Your dog's got the shits and it's really starting to piss me off. See? This is the thing. Dogs don't sound class, do they? Nah. Oh, dog's my best friend. If an animal is your best friend, it's that Frankie Boyle thing, isn't it? Like, I've tried to find love amongst my own species. and have failed. If your animal is your best friend, grow up. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you refer to yourself as a dog mum or a dog dad, I'm a dog parent. You're not. No, no, no. What you are is you have a dog. Oh, good save. Oh, not save, is it? If you dress your dog in clothes, grow up. Calling it their fur baby. Fuck off. Yeah, exactly, Dan. Yeah. It's creepy, that's what that is. Yeah, or if you listen to them and go, oh, do you know what? I know what it's like having kids. You know, we've got a dog. Like, you know nothing. You know literally nothing. Yeah. Do you know what? Try explaining the 8 times table to a dog. Yeah. You try getting a dog ready for school. Yeah. You try telling a dog it can't leave a kid's birthday party. And it can't have cake for breakfast. If you push a dog around in one of those push chairs, oh yeah. Or if you have it in your handbag. Also, if you write a card to anybody from your pet, nah, 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 nah. Ugh. Ugh. Like happy Father's or Mother's Day from the dog. Honestly, get your hard drive out, give it to the local authorities, right? Just you awful, awful, awful human beings. In fact, you know what? Don't take your hard drives to the local authorities. Someone plant evidence on them and then ring the police. Right? That's what you need to do. Or do a sting operation. Like, you know, those nonce hunters do that. There's one woman who takes their cats on the bus in a pram. Suffice to say, she got weird looks from everyone. Do you know what? Nah, you just shouldn't, should you? The cats are independent as well. They don't want to go on a pram. They don't want to go on a bus. Also, why do we have to put up with dogs in pubs as well? Go on, Cole Sims. Do you know why we stopped today? Did you send this card from you and your cat? Yeah. Why do you need to take them to the pub? Yeah, exactly. And then they'll go, oh yeah, but you take your kids. And I'm like, yeah, because they're humans. Do you know? And do you know what? I'd rather not take them to the pub. But unfortunately, no one else is looking after them, so they're coming with me. Right? I can't leave my kids at home while we go to the pub. You can leave your dog. Yeah. You can't stand the people who carry dogs in a handbag. They've got 4 legs. Yeah. Little showy off rubbish dogs. I'm aware I am going to lose a lot of dog followers here. And I'm all right with that. Great at like looking at the analytics of the stream, like, is this the bit where TJ went on a bit of talk about reform? No, this is the bit where he told everyone about if they had dogs that they were a nonce. All right, that sounds about right, yeah. Dogs hate me. It's a daily problem. They go ballistic around me. Triple B, tell me more about this, because it sounds like you're egging them on here. It's a daily problem. How is dogs hating you a daily problem? Are you a postman? And you're like, or do you work for the RSPCA or the Dogs Trust? And you're just sitting there just like just flicking them in the nose, like, fuck off. You know? Do you just walk around with like cat t-shirts on, just like, yeah, get fucked? You live in a place where everyone has a dog. Literally everyone. He lives in Crufts. I mean, I would, like, okay, I'm going to level you up, Triple P. I think some of this is on you here, right? And the reason I think this is because if everyone has a dog, okay? If everyone has a dog, then you would have known that when you moved in, right? Unless you were the first one there, and then everyone else around you moved in, and they brought their dogs. So in that sense, you can be forgiven. But if you've moved into a place that had people there first and there was loads of dogs, you could have been like, oh, do you know what? I reckon this is a bit dog heavy here. Like, I'm gonna say, and I'm not one to shame. But I think this is, maybe that's on you. Obviously not everybody. Okay, so we're backtracking. Right. There's lots of dogs. Still too many though, innit? Like, even if it's just some, I think that's too many. What do they do as well? Though you say they go ballistic around you. Like, does it like? Is it because they sense that you don't like them? I think that's what it is around me. I think they sense that I don't like them, and what they do is they try and like sort of approach me, and I'm like, nah, not having it, mate. So I wonder whether is that what they do with you? Is it? And then like their owners are like, oh yeah, my dog's all right, and I'm like, nah, no, not having it. Oh, is it a Liverpool song? Is it? All right, okay, let's skip that then. Right, there you go. Okay, there you go. Right, done. There you go. Okay, thank you. Don't forget to save after every match. I shall do. You a bit last week, no harm done, but don't fucking bite me. Oh, yeah, do you know what? Yeah, absolutely, Triple P. Yeah. If a dog's gonna bite you, then I think you need to. I need to pick my words carefully here, right? I think that you should probably walk around now with a shield. Yeah. Some of you might have thought that I was going to advocate for violence towards the dog. I'm not. Well, I'm going to let you read between the lines here. But I think you should have a shield and always walk. So fuck off, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, have your shield up, and then if you have managed to just dig it every now and again. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if it's retaliation, I'm sure it's probably fine. But shield first, just to not get bitten again. I'm going to pick my words carefully. I didn't come here for this. Where do I get my refund? Do you know what? I'm thinking this as well, Llama. I'm like, why am I thinking before speaking? This is not what we've come for, is it? The dog used to be friendly, so I said hello. This is terrifying. All right, okay, cool. So there's is wanting to play more matches, right? And you have to start scoring, mind. Shield is in a shopping bag. Oh, the shopping bag's not gonna. I mean, unless you were smothering the dog, a shopping bag's gonna be no use. I would go for an actual shield. And if you are gonna smother someone, use a bag for life, because there's an irony in that somewhere. I understand disliking a grown, out of proportion, rat-like chihuahua, but getting nuzzled by a golden retriever or Labrador is nice, though, isn't it? No, it's not. God, no. It's horrible. It's. Do you know what it's like? It's like. Do you know, like if a cow came up to you and just went and started like just giving at you? Wouldn't want that. Wouldn't want that. Or a stranger. Wouldn't want a stranger nuzzling me. God, no. No. No, not for me, thank you. And also, it's not just the dog; it's the owner as well. Yeah. So it's two things that I don't like. I don't like that animal thing, and I'm probably not going to like the person it's attached to. For they have the animal thing. Yeah. My dog is asleep next to me on the couch. All right. Good. Good for you, Saliva. You make sure it stays asleep. Make sure it comes nowhere near me. Right? Okay? That's all I'm going to say. And now you've got dog hair on the couch. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And yeah, you got dog hair on the couch. Your house smells of dog food. Puppies. No, not puppies. Stay out of their house, TJ. No, Zeke. I said, don't bring it to me. I didn't say I wasn't going to go to them. I'm going to go there and stalk it up a little bit. Oh, wake up. I've never been dog broody, so I'm not really that bothered about puppies. I think you really want a dog, but your wife won't allow it, so it's turning this. Saliva. I do not want a dog at all. My wife doesn't want a dog either. We're absolutely fine. And the children aren't getting a dog. So it's nice and easy in our house. It's absolutely fine. She doesn't like dogs either. Let's move. Houghton's still doing fine out there. Let's pretend to focus on this for half a second, shall we? And then again, we'll work around it. We'll work around it. I think the dog disliking has definitely landed nicely now. We've said that films aren't real. We've had trying to work out what the best sport is. Politics. We've done politics. We touched upon UFOs a little bit. We're not doing football. We don't do football. Don't do football. Don't do football manager chat either. Barking all day. Who has the right to subject anyone to that? Yeah, exactly. Don't need that. Like I feel. Do you know what? I feel bad enough if people can hear my kids. Llama, me and Mrs. Llama just yell at you, TJ. Can't stand dogs. Don't like the mess. Don't like the poop. Always agree we'd never get one. Never be interested in getting a dog. We'd pick a puppy up on Wednesday. Llama, my heart bleeds for you. It really does. So sorry. I'm so sorry that your house now has to smell of dog food. Which is also a thing, isn't it? Dog food stinks. I'm told I get used to it. Probably by dog owners, I'd imagine. Yeah. And then, yeah. I remember like little like balls of dog food, is it? Like in a dried balls of dog food in a bowl, and the big like pedigree chum, just like spam with gravy in it. Like, ugh. Oh. Give them food now and then, don't leave it out all day, it won't stink. But it stinks just opening it though. The only thing I'm clinging on to is I know it'll annoy the cats, so it'll be payback for their appalling behaviour. I mean, you can't. Cats are never going to do what you ask them, are they? They've got their own vibe going on. Seems, as I say, this is someone whose partner leaves cat food out for far too long. Horrible stuff. Yeah. Cat food stinks as well, doesn't it? I'm just not cut out for animals. Like I don't need animals in my life. Like a couple of family friends of ours that have got they've got a tortoise. I'm like, yeah. How much do you have to do with a tortoise? You don't have to take it out to play with it, do you? So maybe do a tortoise. Tortoise is just like a living heirloom. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's all right. So it's the closest thing to a dinosaur I'm going to get, in it. A tortoise. Unless we get a Komodo dragon. Tortoise is a doorstop. Oh, no. I'd let the door close every now and again. I mean, you could use a dog as a doorstop as well, technically. Or a child. Right. Klug's picked up an injury. So Asplin's going to have to go and goal. Cat food is evil, but I like cats. They can't really harm, even if they go nuclear. Dogs make good draft excluders. Yeah, I mean, I could just buy a draft excluder, I guess. And then I wouldn't have to deal with the dog. You know? Also, we can't have cats because we've got foxes around ours as well. So, bloodbath. You know, thank you, Tim, for leaving me my favourite food. So we'll probably just not bother with pets, to be honest. Save the money, and the house won't stink of animals. So, yeah, foxes are just wild dogs. Yeah. God, Eddie Houghton. And the scruffy dogs as well, aren't they, foxes? Like, they've not even got monocles and top hats on like they have in the cartoons. Maybe I'd get a badger. I mean, Darlington won't give me any badgers, but yeah. Do you know what? Maybe a badger. They're vicious little things as well, aren't they? Also, here's a question, right? See when like songs like this go on, right, and they just fade them out. Like, you know, I wonder how long do they keep playing before the producers just go, that's it. We will just stop that at about 7 minutes. Like, do you reckon that they're still doing it now? Still playing? And the rate you get ill having an animal that harbours TB probably isn't the wisest. Probably not, but do you reckon it might stop me getting ill? Don't think it will. Well, it's probably going to be the worst thing, actually. Okay, fine, right. So we'll put that in the negative column for badgers then, shall we? Zeep. Yeah. Negative has TB. Positive doesn't need walks. Probably lives outside. Maybe. Negatives, black and white stripes. So, yeah, that is a problem as well. Oh, Williams is through. Oh, go on, Reece Williams. Sorry, chat. DJ will be streaming again next week as he's got consumption again. A lot of people are saying it. A lot of people are saying it. The greatest save on Twitch just got a little bit more dicey. Reece Williams inside. Puts it past Ravenhill. Is Ravenhill play for Harry Potter? Maybe? I don't know. We're up to 9th, everyone. 3 points off the top. Come on, it's coming home. Have a bit of that, Eastleigh. %35% possession as well. We've done it. 35% possession and 18 shots. That's good. They had 66% and only 6 shots. That's pretty decent defending from us, I reckon. Yeah, we've made that tough for them. And I think that's the first time we've looked at a stat this evening. That is glorious, isn't it? That's like, how long is he out for? 4 weeks for the goalkeeper. Oh no, 5 weeks actually, because we're not paying for him to go to a specialist. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Let them fanny about with the ball all they want. Yeah, have it. Have it. You're not going to do anything with it, are you? Right, so Asplin's going to have to come in goal now. Or McNamara. Josh Mack still has a contract. Well, still says he's got a contract. He hasn't left the club yet. Yeah, all right. He can go in goal. Asplin's on the bench. I mean, this is worrying, isn't it? Look, 1 defeat so far this season. I mean, granted, it should have been 2 defeats, but that's FM's fault, isn't it? Not our fault. So maybe Embrace Ball has potential, possibly. I don't know. Llama, how did you get back on with in Sicily this afternoon after I left? Because it looked like you were playing some stunning football. Yeah, let's just ignore the Tipexy bits. Yeah, unbeaten stream. See, we knew it was happening. Yeah, Llama played 1 match all stream. It was great. Honestly, some of the football was exquisite. Bellissimo is what I said in the chat. James wants to keep momentum going. Yes. Mansfield want to take Okagutsu. Should we get him back again? Three years in a row. Okachukwu, if we can get him again, that'll be. Where's it? Can we get Jallo? Unwilling to let him go. I don't know if we get Okachukwu for a third year. I mean, that'd be pretty good, right? We'd take that. Although Critchlow's doing pretty well at left back at the minute. He's got himself settled in. He's got 7.10. He's currently wanted by Gillingham. So League Two. Pretty high up in League Two as well, actually. Endo's wanted by Gillingham as well. Yeah. Okay. Let's move out now. Let's pop Jones in, shall we, for now? Let's move Coulson out wide. Let's see what we can do against the Villa, shall we? Yeah, so what's on the plans for the weekend then, everyone? What are we up to? Tomorrow morning, we've got to go. Eldest Jameson has a friendly match tomorrow. So football first thing. Then there's a carnival in the community. Can't call it a village. It's in the town. It's in our area, in our suburb. It's a local carnival. So we'll go to that. Then Mrs. J's out for a surprise birthday party. And then we'll stream on the evening. And then Sunday she is off to Manchester now. Manchester? It was supposed to be Liverpool, but she's gone to Manchester. And for a sort of hen do for one of her cousins. So it's me and the lads all day Sunday, so we'll have to work something fun. And then obviously it's TW Sunday, isn't it? So and is it Backlash tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow, isn't it? For wrestling Backlash. 33 match tomorrow. I get really upset about Ahmad not being in a Sunderland shirt. I know. No, never fall in love with a lone player. That's what they say, isn't it? Also, can't buy this season's shirt either because they've finally reduced them. I said, oh, there you go. They've reduced. Yeah, sold out of all the XLs, haven't they? Home and away. Sorry, home and third. So I was like, well, at least I got the away shirt. And I didn't like the home or the third one enough to pay full price for them. So, fine. Just means we need to get all excited now about 3 new shirts for next season. Dan writing new material for a show. Been offered to take part in. Get in, Dan. Love that. Very exciting indeed. Oh, come on, ref. That's a terrible foul. Yeah, part of me thinks like one day we'll see Ahmad in a Sunderland shirt again, but then there's also part of me thinks like just I almost don't want to. It's like it just won't be as good as it was. Surely. Oh, Katie Critchlow. He's heard that we've been looking at Okachukwu again. You're not having him. We might have him. Have a festival in August in front of a lot of people. Dan, that sounds cool. Okay, well, if it's a festival, is it mixed age? If it is, try and not do lots of swears. Don't do any, really, is probably the real answer. Tomorrow's the day the city brings itself to look at wedding rings. Ooh, okay. Should be some pizza and pints afterwards for me to look forward to. Z, that's very, very exciting. That's very exciting. It's getting closer as well. Need to appoint Tony Mowbray as Chief Armad Transfer Man. I think that's the official title for him as well. Get Mogger in charge. We are being absolutely battered here by the Villa under 21s. It's just constant pressure. They were well defended. I don't know if we should step up a little bit or not, or just still let them come at us. Because at the minute it's 1-1, so we don't really have to do anything. Family friendly. Oh. Yeah, I think you've. I'd rewrite most of that set straight away, Dan. We're up against a proper 4-4-2. Maybe we bring our midfielders up a little bit. Jones, great ball through for Sims. Sims cuts inside. Oh, almost. Chris says on his save, I've moved on from Trinity already. Got to the playoffs, lost in the first round, took the job at Eastleigh. In pre-season, they've given my budget for next season. I'm now over 12k over the wage budget and a 1/3 leaving on a free this summer. Oh dear. I don't think that's entirely your fault, Chris. I mean, probably not your fault, right? Right? Yeah, I'd say that's someone else's fault. Critchlow back inside. Bindley cleared away. Endo. St. Bernard. Here's Billy. Oh, St. Bernard, he's got a score. Oh, got a score there. How has that not gone in? Great save by the keeper. Yeah, that looks pretty rough, Chris, to be honest. Saying the Discord is tough in the National League. It is. It absolutely is. You know, I've said that a lot, so I understand that. I'm not here just to bounce straight through the leagues. We're here for entertainment. We're not here for quick wins. St. Bernard with a cross in. Oh, go on, Hamish. Have a bit of that. Oh, 6'5", you beautiful man. Here to get comfortable first. That's what she said. St. Bernard over the top. Here's Jones. AJ. Oh, almost. Oh, Coulson's not playing well at all, is he? 6-3 out wide. He's just not getting involved. Oh no. That was sloppy. That was sloppy. That's Billington's fault, that. See if I can move St. Bernard the other side. And then let's put Williams in for Coulson. And let's also bring Walker Smith on for Billington. Do that. 12th again, who gives a fuck? Darlow's winning the National League Cup. That's right, Hank. That's right. You know what's happening. Massive shout out to Hank. How are you, my friend? Hope you're well. Yeah, this is the competition that's been invented to overtake the FA Vars, maybe, or something. I don't really know. It's not a real competition, really. It's just yeah, it seems like one of those things that they just made up just for the telly. Didn't know that the Premier League under-21s played in this. This is the thing. See, it's just like a stupid made-up trophy. That isn't really a thing. So yeah, we've got West Ham, Villa. Have we got someone else who's under 21s? Leeds, maybe? Don't know. But yeah, well, you know, we beat West Ham though. And it's 3-2 against Villa, so we've not been hammered in a way they're all stupid and made up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is what I've been saying all the time, Hank. No one needs to celebrate any of this. This is all nonsense. Fair play, says Marty. I thought it was the Pizza Cup. You need to be in League 2 for that. Exactly. That's the one that we're going to focus on. That's the real trophy. Well, how are you, Hank? Hope you're well. Hank, by the way, if you are not familiar, is, of course, one of the hosts of the WFM Show podcast. I'd heartily recommend you go and check it out. Our sibling show. This week with special guest Cy Maggio. I've heard of him. No different to films, really. It's all made up. Exactly. It's all gone circular, hasn't it? So this is the group we've got. Barnet, Crawley, Darlow, Villa under 21s, Bournemouth under 21s, Bedford, West Ham under 21s, and Everton under 21s. It makes no sense. Doesn't make sense. Can I ask, Hank, because I haven't been in Riverside to check yet, did you play Sunday League Gaffer yesterday? Devastated my local league. We've gone from the Jägermeister Cup to the Prinks Tire Cup. Who? I'm with you on that one. You can't celebrate that. The Prinks Tire Cup is not a thing, right? The flight must be imminent, right? Sunday. It's happening. It's happening. Ank is on the way to the UK. You didn't record yesterday, and it'll be as much of a surprise to me as it is to you. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how it comes out. We played Sunday League Gaffer in our Patreon, so very excited to see how you see it. Yeah, it's already been called out in Llama's stream earlier on, Ank, that I have to get this live podcast show locked down. So when I do that, obviously we'll get the WFM show in as well, and we'll make a day of it, some sort of convention. I think maybe we'll try and do it. Can someone help me plan this, please, and make it happen? Because otherwise, it ain't gonna do it. So, if it hasn't been played, it is going to be played. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Chris, have you played it yet? Did you get your greasy mitts on it? Or what about you, Zeep? Have you had a look? You had to go without spoiling anything. Is it what was your initial thoughts? So I've only seen half a season of it. If you want to do me personally a solid, do it in Slough on the last or second last week of August. I wonder if there's some venues in and around Slough that could accommodate us. If you can rejoin the EU and ban dogs, I'll plan FM Con. Do you know what, Triple P? Yeah, go for it. Go for it. I'll stick you in charge just in case. Dan's had a go. Zeep's not played it just yet. All right, well, there's no rush. There's no rush. It is there for anyone who's a Patreon member. So, if you've been on the fence, thinking, I don't know if I really want to go to be a Patreon member, well, you get a chance to play a free video game. Yeah, because of course, there's a free 7-day trial in there, so you could try it then. Have a little nosy at it. I've dreamed of the delights of the hallowed Albion, the green and pleasant land of Slough. Do you know what? We know why you're moving, and we know it's for Slough. Yeah. Wow. Trying to stretch my back, the top half of my back as well. I feel like I'm sort of stiffening up a little bit. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I did. For those of you who may have seen on either Instagram or even Strava, I did my first pain-free knee run this week. It's good, yeah. 6 weeks it's taken me to run without pain in my knee. You know, can play football, that's fine, but running is tough. So yeah, we're back on. Sounds like somewhere the Bogman would go. The Bogman would love Slough. Seriously. Like, and Bogman would be pricing up a 1-bedroom bedsit in the centre of Slough. And then, do you know what? The Bogman would go to the pub that we went to that is also a nightclub, that is also probably some sort of like fight club, maybe? Don't know. Ank, appreciate you. 12-month gifted sub. My word. Oh, pick that one out, Cole Sims. Have a bit of that. There we go. And Cadiz is in as well on the Prime. Appreciate you, Cadiz. Thank you very, very much indeed. Appreciate you. See if I'm doing physio to try and get over a knee issue. I dream of no knee pain running. Maybe in 8 weeks. I'd strap it up, Z. That's what I'd do. Strap it up and put some like that stretchy kinesthetic Kino tape on it as well. That's what I did. But like I say, but football I can play like no straps or anything. But it's just the impact on like running, which makes no sense really, does it? Because it's exactly the same thing. But yeah, it makes no sense, but it makes sense. Charlie Blankley in on there. Hype's on the go. Tame's on as well. Yes, Tame, 6 months in. For goodness sake, 2 promotions. Almost, Tim. Almost. Well, in the fact that we've had 1. We're 9th. That's pretty much like a promotion, right? And if not, I mean, have a bit of this song instead. It'll all make it better. Oh, Bindley with a decent effort there. It's above 12th. It's above 12th. Do you know what I mean? Like, no one was expecting it to be above 12th. None of us were expecting it to be above 12th. What's the rules of the save? Rules? I know well you must have some rules if you're still in the national. Oh, no. There's no rules at all. It's just I'm not very good at Football Manager. That's why we're still in the National League. 8 seasons per division, that's the main rule, yeah. No 4-2-3-1 gegenpressing, no promotions is a very strict rule that we enforce. No 4-2-3-1 gegenpressing, no stupid asymmetric tactic that breaks the game. No clue and no hope. Really, that's pretty much what we've got. Yeah. The longer spent in the division, the better. Yeah, just so we get a real feel for it. You rate the commitment, honestly, Marty. Like, this is proof I have nothing better to do with my time than just got promoted by accident. It was an own goal. It took us all by surprise. The game felt sorry for me. Do you know what? Yeah, probably. This is more realistic than the standard road to glory. Exactly, Marty. This is the thing. Everyone does the road to glory. Back-to-back promotions. Oh, look at this. I've got 9 Arsenal under-21s in my starting lineup. The rest of the players in my starting lineup are Liverpool under-21s. And 1 6'9" striker. Not us. You know, we've got some big lads, but our most expensive players come on loan from Bolton. Basically, probably. Is it a little too realistic? Probably, Tim. Yeah. I'm curious who had to bottle their season for Darlington to get promoted. I'm not sure I noticed at the time. It was, who was it? I wonder who you could be talking about. All of them, Chaser. Dan UK still using FM26. Are you able to move saves from FM to FM26? Yes. You can move from 24 to 26. Just load it up in the same way that you could do with 23. So yeah, you can do that. I love a good Premier League free transfer. I've tried it. It doesn't work. Not for me, anyway. Oh, Ank. Look at that, Ank. You wonderful human being. You don't need to do that. Thank you. 5 gifts from Ank. Honestly, that is incredibly generous. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Have a goal from Katie Critchlow. Wonderful generosity. Just wait till you get to the UK. We'll stick you on a stage. We'll put a podcast microphone in front of you. There'll be a live show. It'll be awesome. It'll be absolutely awesome. You can talk about Hereford to your heart's content. Talk about Wales. It's going to be wonderful. But yeah, no, thank you very much indeed. Oh, Tim. Oh, right. Okay. Now, you've had a goal, Tim, as well, but yours is actually for Bedford, unfortunately. Um, Tim, thank you very much indeed. Very, very kind as well. Thank you for your support. 5 gifts out. It's very kind. Very kind. You're all wonderful people. You know that, and I appreciate you a lot. Developments in Eastleigh sold a player for 90 grand. Didn't make a dent in the debt. Still in pre-season. Chairman now looking to step aside after putting $500,000 in to try and stabilise the finances. Oh dear. See, all of a sudden, 9 seasons at Darlington doesn't look so bad, does it? 3-2 down now. Oh, that's a penalty. Oh, we've absolutely balls this one up, haven't we? 2-1 up we were. 4-2 down. Oh. Oh dear. That is a shocking turn of events. That defensive midfield, there's a big gap. There's a big gap everywhere, I think. Can I get a refund of the gifted sub? Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Tim. Absolutely. I think if you just ring up Twitch and be like, look, terribly sorry, there was a mistake, right? And they go, oh, TJ, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, just, and then the money's back in your account, I think. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. This is what happens when I try and attack, isn't it? And I'm not sure I did. I was like, oh, I'll go 4-4-2. That'll help. Oh, that's cool. It's happening. Sorry, but you know money's money. Yeah, do it. Get it done. All 3. Can we pull it back? Can we? Can we? Surely Houghton's not offside. Critchlow. Bells at the back post. He's pulled it down. Come on. Oh. All 3 defeat. That's a shame. That's not ideal. I mean, where are Bedford now in relation to us? Bedford just below us. We're 14th. So we've now slipped. Five points behind Curzon. So played 5, won 2, drawn 1, lost 2. 8 weeks for Gary Kelly. Maybe that's part of it as well, isn't it? You know, we missed a big player there. So goalkeeper's out for 5 weeks. Central midfielder's now out for 8 weeks. It's going to be a concern because I don't think that Belston's going to be that box to box. Even Jeb, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. So do we give him to Tom Jennings and get him to play as a centre midfielder? Do we go back to TJ Ball like that, and then if you need something to cheer you up, finally done my meme. Oh, have you? Brilliant. Oh, can you send it me in the Oh yeah, I've done it. Oh, is it a video I've got to play, is it? I like it. I like it. That works for me. That was very good. That was very, very good. Oh, exceptional. Exceptional work. Well played. Well played, Jebru. I mean, I can't possibly share it with anybody. Certainly can't let them know exactly what it is that we've done or why. But what I will say is in the words of Eminem, guess who's back? Back again. He's back. Tell your friends and your enemies, and yeah. Is it stat app? No, it's not stat app. It's the other one. The other one is back. Not Alice. Not Alice. It's Raoul. And I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those pesky Ben Woodburns. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Imagine the scenes when people work out who it is. I've sent it to Toffer because he knows. Yeah. Chris will know. Chris will be more than happy to receive that, actually. Where, what, who? Presumably Discord, maybe, I think. Yeah, you have to log into Discord, Chris, whether you like it or not. It's worth it. It's definitely worth it. So let's bring Bindley off. Let's put Jones in. I know Bindley's one of our better players, but let's see if Jones will work as an AP in there. Right, so switched things up a little bit. Where are we in the save? Oh, like no further forward, really. We are 10 seasons in. It's our second season in the National League, so that's progress, right? And we're not a bottom, so we're 14th, so that's reasonable for us. Played 5, won 2, drawn 1, lost 2. So yeah, not dreadful. We've lost our star midfielder for 8 weeks, though. We've lost our goalkeeper for 5 weeks. So apart from that, National League is very National League North coded 10 years ago in your world. 10 years ago, yeah, not now. Not now. You're confused when you dropped it the other night. Yeah, we've got, Dartford, Barnet, Stevenage, Bath, Morecambe. Morecambe are down here. Jeb, Southend, Boston, Kings Lynn, Havant and Waterlooville, Sutton, St Albans, Grimsby, Dulwich Hamlets. Yeah, it's not easy to get out of this league. But then again, the National League North wasn't easy to get out of either, so I'm guessing we're not going to get out of any leagues. We'll have to wait and see. I'm sure we can get out of the league eventually. Might be back into the National League North, but we'll get out of the league at some point, right? No relegations. Not yet. Not yet, Veggie. Maybe next season. Maybe this season. Who knows? You know, we can certainly try. Eva Roshi, how are you, pal? Nice to see you. Relegation is out of the division. Oh, yeah, it absolutely is, Veggie. What I was responding to is I haven't had one yet. That could well be how I get out of the division, though. So I do appreciate that's absolutely on the table. Because heaven forbid I should start paying attention. I appreciate the follow, Roshi. Very kind. Thank you very much indeed. Was the Vanarama difficult to get out of? I hadn't noticed. Do you know what? I don't think it was difficult to get out of. I think I maybe made it look more difficult. Possibly. Sorry, Jim, you said you were in Wembley on Sunday. What's happening Sunday? It's not playoffs already, is it? It's not playoff finals. National League playoff final. Is it this Sunday? Oh, shit, it will be, won't it? Yeah. Oh, God. Rochdale versus Boreham Wood. Do you know what? I hope Rochdale go up. Getting that amount of points and not being promoted is mind-boggling. Shields Kidderminster tomorrow. That's right, yeah. Oh, off the post. Championship finals the 23rd. That feels early. I don't know why. Does it feel early? Maybe? I suppose maybe if there's a World... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you know what? Barely even aware there's been a World Cup until the adverts have come out recently. Rochdale won the semi-final in the 98th minute. Good. Keep going, always till the end. Bank holiday weekend is early this year. That's what's confused me, because it's normally the end of the month, isn't it? No one in the US is aware of the World Cup either. I didn't think so, Hank, to be honest. Championship final on the Monday. Yeah, it used to be class, like a proper good drinking weekend, wasn't it? You know, barbecues and all that sort of stuff. It was perfect. Brandon Hall for manager. I think we should rename our stadium the Brandon Hall. I wasn't good enough. I was calling Stillam for a better manager. Yeah, maybe we need a better manager, actually. It's a good shout. Last year was all right for you. Yeah, it was fine. It was fine, actually, yeah. Not bad. It wasn't a bad summer last year, to be honest. You know, I had the Coventry game, which is fine if you like that sort of thing. And then Wembley was Wembley was all right. Wembley was all right. Yeah, not too bad. And then Oasis in August, so fine. You know, this year has got a lot to kind of it's got a lot to compete with. Big weekend for Premier Leagues trying to survive relegation. Only 2 of them, though. Like, it's only Tottenham and West Ham, innit? Like, and if West Ham lose to Arsenal at the weekend and Tottenham win, then that's West Ham relegated. So, and then after that, if Arsenal beat West Ham, then that's the champion. That's the league over. Because if Arsenal don't beat Burnley and the Crystal Palace reserves, then Arsenal don't deserve to have the title. Not officially, but close to it. Yeah, but it should be though, shouldn't it? Really. And I'd appreciate if we call the whole stadium the Brandon Hall Arena. Then I'll shut about. Do you know what? I am happy to call it the Brandon Hall Arena. He certainly needs at least a stand. Preferably behind one of the goals. There's a rapidly approaching genuine situation where Brentford might have to lose against Liverpool to get the Champions League. I know, this is ridiculous, isn't it? This is stupid. Like, where's the like? There's no sporting merit in that at that point, is it? That they have to lose to win, essentially. It's, yeah, I don't get it, to be honest. Which of the new signings are impressing this season? Asks Alama. So goalkeeper was doing quite well. Kulag, until he's out injured. So that's not brilliant. Cole Sims is having an absolute world of a time up front. He's scoring goals left, right, and centre, so he might be our saviour for now. Reece Williams has dropped in. He looks all right. Jones looks fine. I think the lad that we got from York. But I think the big one is Critchlow, who's come back in from last season, sort of been out in the cold. And he's looking pretty good at left back. He's playing well. He's scoring penalties, getting involved. He's scoring from open play as well. He's probably our second top goal scorer, actually. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with him doing things as well. So yeah, Sims is the main guy though. Sims is scoring lots of goals, and then yeah, Critchlow is having a sort of like revitalized season. Second opportunity. Big Brennan, appreciate you there, my friend. Very kind. Thank you for that. Wanted Forest to win the Europa League and then get Champions League football, but then get relegated. Ank, I haven't got the faintest idea how you check for this, but I'm curious if any notable higher league players have ended up in your national league 10 years later as a late career chapter. Have you come across interesting ones? Not that I'm aware of, Ank, I must admit. Nothing major. We can have a bit of a nosy, I suppose, really by looking at squads, I guess. But in terms of high rep players, I don't really know. And then the same with like sort of old high potential players who then get released and never quite make it. Yeah, we wouldn't know how to find them either. Cole Sims puts it wide. I appreciate that, Big Brennan. Yeah, don't want to get dehydrated, but also we don't want me to drown, do we? So it's that balance, fine balancing act. But I appreciate you. Thank you. I do need to make sure I remain hydrated, you know. So thank you very much for that. Welcome into the stream, Big Brennan. Hope you're good. Pull yourself up a chair. And do you know what? You have a drink as well. Have a drink as well, my friend, because we don't want you getting hydrated either. Dehydrated, sorry. Brennan made it rain in the game. Little known power of 3 hydrated redeems. Yeah, literally making it rain. Yeah. She's going to be pissing all night. That's true. That is true, actually. And I would do it without the water as well. Yeah. That's a thing. Just wait until we get an incontinence pant sponsor for the FM show. I can't wait personally. You know, Manscaped was fine, but decent free kick. You've had enough to drink tonight, but thanks for it. Well, look, don't blame me then, Brennan, if you wake up dry in the morning. In the mouth, by the way, not in bed. Like, your bed should be dry. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dear. Yeah. Don't blame me if your bed's dry in the morning. God. Imagine that. Right, we're up to 9th again, everyone. We're flying. It's interesting, isn't it, trying to explain this stream to new people. It's just what TJ does. Oh. We've had loads of stuff to talk about tonight. Loads of stuff. It's been brilliant. Yeah. Tomorrow's another Football Manager stream as well. So we'll do Saturday. We'll have a bit of Football Manager tomorrow night. Sunday is Total Extreme Wrestling. Don't worry, I'm not going to piss myself. Well, you know what? Good. You hold that thought. You hold that thought, Brennan. I rarely wake up dry, says TJ, and I'll be honest, I blame Tim and I blame TJ. Do you know what? I've been blamed for less. Fairly and unfairly. Dean Caninder. I think we looked at him before, actually. The Capo's off to Barnet, apparently. Terry Taylor. 33 years old. Tell you what, let's get him on trial actually, because he's a bit of experience, isn't he? So he might be quite useful. Ank wanted to know whether there was anyone interested in the league. I don't know how I find this out, so let's just click into the teams, I guess, and just try and have a quick little nosy. See if any names jump out. It's not the easiest way to do this, but I guess would we just look at like players in the league? Will Merry, he's former Tamworth, and he's not really a big name player. I don't really think we'd be able to find any players who are big name players. And also, I wouldn't know who they are either. A whole lot of new gens at this point. Yeah, it is, yeah. Like Tate Ferdinand, for example. Don't know if that is a relation, or whether it's like, you know, just a new gen name. Joshua Donovan. Evening, Gudger. How are you, buddy? Welcome. Hope you're well. Walker Shabazz. Justin Sparrow. Great name. Prince Cisse from Wales. And we've got a decent kebab place. It's a bit of a bop, this one, isn't it? Yeah. You're just eating some Alaskan Polak. Is this the Mrs. J's playlist? No, this is just all I've put on tonight, Roshi, is I've just put what I put Friday night playlist on tonight, because I wasn't really sure what I was in the mood for, to be honest. I was just like, I'll let the internet decide. And Some of it's fine, some of it's not really my vibe, but it's all right. It's relatively inoffensive. If it was Mrs. J's playlist, it would just be Taylor Swift. Nothing else but Taylor Swift. So we'd know about that. Evening, Aussie. Welcome in. Jude Soonsup Bell. Yes, that was someone that we just seen. They played against us. They played for who? Southampton? Spurs and Chelsea. I mean, he's done pretty well for Grimsby, hasn't he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seasons of Grimsby. There you go. It's pretty low down for him. I mean, we say low down. It could be he's on the up. You know, capped for England in your save. Not until he was 31. There's still time. Well, there's not now. He's got 64 caps for Thailand. Yeah, he's rocking it at Grimsby. PSG could be a shout to look at. Yeah, not bad actually. Do you reckon they've got any decent players, Tim? PSG? No, surely not. Surely not. Right, so we got the Grimsby, didn't we? Let's do some more. Okay. Haven't Waterlooville, haven't got anybody else there. Solly, Sunil, Saxby. What a name he's got. He's got all the names, right? Jamal Bridgman, Harry Hawkins. Mikel Timmy Davis. Josie Casagrande. Again, that's a good name as well. I mean, Leo Hjelde from Sunderland. Is it Scunthorpe? All right, let's shortlist him. One of the Vibes players. Ank, don't you worry at all. We will see you soon, my friend. If I don't see you beforehand, if you're not about over the weekend, which you probably shouldn't be, you should probably be packing. Safe flight, safe trip over. Enjoy the landing, get yourself nice and settled. And yeah, have a wonderful trip. And we'll see you very, very soon, hopefully. Yeah. How's Leo doing? His ex-Leeds. I mean, he's not doing great. He's currently at Scunthorpe, so that's not great, to be honest. He is former Leeds. He's former Sunderland as well. He's former footballer, I think, probably. Can't really see anyone else who's got a famous looking name at this moment in time. Is Hank signed up for FM Fest? They will be, yeah, as part of the WFM show, live show, Llama. So that'll be a good one to do, right? Ben over on YouTube. Ben, nice to see you, Ben. Hope you're well. First time in. How's the save going? I mean, it's going. It's going. We have been here for 10 years. 10 years in this save. 8 of which were spent in the National League North. and this is now our second season in the National League. What's FM Fest? Not come across it yet. Basically, what it is, Roshi, is it's a stupid idea I've had where I want to create a festival or a convention or something, and I haven't really booked it yet. So, so I need to get it done. I need to try and there's gonna be a live podcast from the FM show. There'll be a live podcast from the WFM show as well. Maybe try and link it up with some football. Maybe get some shirt sellers involved would be cool. Just try and get some creators together and like meet people and have a bit of a get together. FM fans meet up for FM YouTubers. Yeah. FM fans, like everyone needs to be open to do it. So we normally do live shows of the podcast, and they're in Nottingham, and they're really, really good fun. And it's like literally like just anyone who's a fan of Football Manager or fans of the podcast or the stream, come down, meet everyone, just chill out, have a drink, watch the show, get to know each other. And it's cool. It's really, really cool. We didn't do it last year, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. But we've done 3 now, I think. So, yeah, we need to get something organised. And I kind of want to start pushing the needle a little bit and making it a bit bigger. So my plan is to try and make it at least a full day event. And then start to grow it beyond that. So maybe a couple of years down the line, make it into a full weekend. It would be cool to get things like, get people like Cherno Samba involved and that sort of stuff. Get Zealand over for it. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the invite will go out if he's available and he fancies it. Then 100% we'll get Zealand over as well. Basically, the invites go out to anybody really. Go right, who wants to do what? The plans for the convention side of things we'd want to do like some live panels and stuff, and get that going on. So yeah, that's ideas. But bizarrely, as has been pointed out already, when I've got an idea, I tend not to think things through, and the ideas tend to spiral and get quite large and complicated. So yeah, sometimes I need someone to rein me in a little bit, but with this, I need someone to push me into actually doing it. So if I get a venue booked, that's the first bit. The rest of it will be easy. Don't forget the Forgotten Celebrity Pro-Am draft. Is that where we're drafting real live celebrities? Get it done. There you go. Yeah, just get it done. I'll just get it done. Don't know what I'm sat around waiting for. I should just do it, shouldn't I? Wish me luck. Have to walk home now. It's just 20 minutes. Tim, all the best. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Give us 2 rings when you get home. I'm sure you'll be absolutely safe as houses. Aussie, spare for Wembley watching the mighty South End if you fancy. When's that for? Over the weekend? I appreciate the offer, Aussie. That's very, very kind indeed. Sunday the 17th. Unfortunately, Sunday the 17th, Eldest Jameson's got a football tournament, I'm afraid, so I wouldn't be able to. But I genuinely appreciate the offer. That's very kind indeed. Thank you, Aussie. 90 celebrity themed FM creators for a draft. Beverly Callard, Pat Sharp, Gaz Top. Yeah. Timmy Mallet. Wolf from Gladiators. Oh, Andrew Jones, there he is. What a goal. The young lad from York. That's his first league goal. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get a move on with this, aren't I? Really, if we want to get it done. So okay, right. Let me look into it. All right, okay. Might need to draft in some help, I think, to get it sorted. So, right, if you want it done, right, join the Discord. Okay, there you go. Join the Discord. Come and badger me to get it done. Not with a physical badger, obviously. But I've used a physical badger. Yeah. No time like the present. I mean, I could do it right now, couldn't I? I think we need to wait for venues to open again. We might as well. I mean, look, FM26, the launch was a bit crap. Um, there's supposed to be a World Cup mode of some description coming at some point. No idea where that is or when. Most of the negativity seems to have died down. So, be quite a nice idea to do it without lots of people shouting and complaining. That'd be good. I mean, people still complain and shout, obviously, because that's, what they do. But they're not welcome. They're not coming. So I'll have a look. I'll see where the best place to do it is. We normally do the Canal House in Nottingham, which is a lot of good fun. So we'll see if they can still accommodate us. If not, we'll see where else there is. Anyone collecting stickers? We'll do a sticker collection. We'll do a sticker swaps. Tim, that'd be cool, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I guess some actual stickers going on. As I say, I'll speak to the football shirt guys as well, and get some stalls put up. That'd be quite good fun. Or run it on the same weekend or something, and like try and sort of like tack it all in together. So maybe like have them on the morning, then like have us on the evening, something like that. That could sort of work. That could work, actually. That's a possibility. Right. Yeah. Let me have a think. Let me have a think. There is also a thing about people asking about like football tournaments and stuff as well. Like 5-a-side, do we do it? Do we try and do it with the Slough match that Callum's organising? We need to see if he is organising another one this year. And if he is, then again, is there somewhere that's around there that would work? A bloke who pushes Subbuteo, if you want a bit of that. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Ozzy. Message me about that, because I need to know about Subbuteo. This is where I end up fucking spending a fortune on Subbuteo, innit? Mrs. J is like, have you spent money on Subbuteo again? Yes. I needed to get the Botafogo team. Yes, bring Subbuteo people down. We're doing it. We're still hanging in here. It looks like it, doesn't it? Just. No, we're not. Not anymore. So close. So close. We've had a goal chalked off as well. That's not great. Let's get St. Bernard back in. Ellis can come off. Oh, he's... Thought that was going to be 3 there. Almost. Get some tackles. The ref's got red boots on. What in the world? The ref's got red boots on. That's disgusting. Honestly, game's gone. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Just wait, listen. Look at this. What's going on here? Referees in red football boots. Not having it. Not having it at all. Never. Wouldn't have happened in my day. That's for certain. We're going to concede the 3rd goal yet? Yes, we are. Right, there we go. Oh, it's fine. It was coming. It was coming. Yeah. Where is Stevenage going to be? Oh, Stevenage are 3rd. Right. We go down to 15th. So, fair enough. Never mind. Never mind. It's fine. We're back tomorrow. We'll see what we can do. What's that? Played 7, won 3, drawn 1, lost 3. So, sort of to be expected, really, isn't it? It's not great. It's not bad. It's just, sort of is what it is, really. It's all right. We're just trying out a new formation. There's a few new things. It's very 12th. It's very 12th, isn't it? Do feel as though that's what's going to happen, possibly. But we will see. You never know. You never know, do you? So yeah, I guess we just wait and find out, possibly. Right, back tomorrow for more fun in the mid-table range of the National League North. No, the National League, sorry. If you had fun, we'll see you tomorrow. If you haven't had fun, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Take care. See you in the evening. We're going to go see Jack. We don't normally rate into Jack, but he's streaming tonight and he is in the Asian Champions League final. So go and check out Our Boy Work the Space. See you all very, very soon. Take care. Bye, everyone.